All right, welcome everyone. Seth is not with us this evening. He is at a very joyous occasion. His daughter is receiving a PhD in Arizona as we speak. So good for him and his family. Does anyone have any additions to the agenda? Yes? Okay.
So we have three items. We have the Martin Luther King Day, the holiday conflicts with the select board meeting date, so
Okay.
we would like to reschedule that.
Okay.
Discussing rescheduling the EMFD meeting that was canceled
Right.
the other day for either December 18th or the 22nd. Seth is fine with both of those dates. And then we have a donation request for flags for the veterans graves from the Montpelier, Vermont Veterans Council.
Okay, we'll handle those at the end. Okay. Do I have a motion to accept the minutes of December 1st, the updated version?
So moved.
Okay, second, okay. Any further comments, questions about, thank you, Carl, for correcting.
Thank you, Rosie, for drafting.
And well, of course, Rosie, for drafting fabulous minutes as always. Thank you. Always great. It's always a great read.
Oh.
I won't say what I always read them, but is there any comments? Okay, all those in favor of accepting the minutes from December 1st, 2025, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Okay. Public comment. Is there any public comment? Seeing none, let's move on to the consideration of the no objection to Act 250 for the proposed 10-lot residential subdivision on the college property in East Montpelier. Following the planning commission's unanimous approval of a no objection position on November 20th by Sandra Fixton, architect. Possible motion. Do I have a motion? Hello. Nice to see you.
I'm Sandy Vidston,
Yes, you are. I haven't seen you since
ages.
decades ago at the Unitarian Church. Well, very nice to see you. Thank you for being here.
Thank
Would you like to make a quick little?
Super quick, if that's okay.
Yeah, that's great. I think I got a chance to read it.
I sent Jen and Rosie on that.
Yes.
We have it.
Great.
So
Oh,
the,
good. If you have it in paper, we don't need it on the screen.
right, so the planning commission has already approved this
Yes.
as stated.
Yeah,
Okay,
I did on the map that I emailed you folks. It includes the kind of the area that would be included in the half-mile buffer. The one from the planning commission didn't have that on it, so if that would be helpful. Wait a minute, you can see maybe it does have it on it. It does have it on it. You have the most recent version. Okay.
yeah.
So what happened is, last summer, Plainfield created something called a neighborhood development area. And it has to meet certain criteria, but what basically it accelerates a project through the act, it exempts many aspects of housing from Act 250 jurisdiction. The town has to have more in their town process. So it's just a method to get houses built more quickly. And it includes all of the Plainfield part of the Goddard campus. So there is a rule that land be within a half a mile of that NDA, that it can, assuming that it also has access to water and sewer, it can also be exempted from Act 250. So I wrote this request for an opinion, and Susan Baird in August said, yes, that land is applicable to have its housing be exempt from Act 250. That affects 4 landowners, although I don't know that 2 of them have direct water and sewer access. They could always figure it out. But the 4 owners are the Cape Cod Alan Goldman with Northwood, Goddard, and I don't know the name of the other person on the other side of the road. So the Susan Baird said that this was automatically exempted in Plainfield, but in another town, the town select board actually has to at least not object. It can support the exemption, but the primary thing is to not object.
Mhm.
If you object, then it would go through act,
Okay.
any development.
So no action by this board would just, it would go through, is that what you're saying?
It would be preferable to actually have a decision that there
Okay.
will be no objection,
Okay,
because it could be the basis of an appeal later in the
Sure.
process. If there's no-
okay. Does anybody have any questions for Sandra?
Yes, we have no banana, I mean, no objection.
Do we have a motion?
Motion to, that the Select Board of East Montpelier has no objection to the Act 250 exemption for a proposed 10-lot residential subdivision on the Goddard College property in East Montpelier, as described in the packet.
Do you mind if I change it to Goddard SPE, since Goddard College does not own it anymore?
Sure, I'm just working from the agenda.
Thank you.
Let's get that accurate. Thank you.
Right,
I'll second that.
second. Any further comments, questions, criticisms or otherwise?
Well, I think this color map that,
Yeah.
that I'm seeing today really helps put it into perspective. I was working off the black and white drawing before, but the color map shows that that our tiny little corner where 10 lots are proposed is completely a part of the NDA that Plainfield has planned. And even though it's not a growth center that we have anticipated in East Montpelier, it's near where there's a lot of apartments already and other development. And as you described, there's water and sewer there. It seems like it would be a good thing for the town and the region to have that housing built and
Housing is critical.
occupied.
Housing is critical.
May I ask one quick question? Should Mr. Goldman decide that he wants to put some houses on his property? Would you want him to come through separately through the same process? Or do you want to say no objection in general within that half mile?
I think we don't have a pig in a poke.
Yep,
Yeah,
that's fine.
he needs to come before us
Yeah.
if he wants to.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just
Thank
rubber stamping or
Yeah.
proving ahead of
That's
time is not comfortable.
No, no.
That is fun.
Okay.
Absolutely fine. Thank you
Great,
very much.
But
All those in favor of this basically by saying aye?
I,
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Passes unanimously.
so just
Thank you.
Just as a way of clarification, since you asked your last question about Mr. Goldman's property, this was only about Goddard SPE's.
Yes.
10 housing units.
I think it's really important to have that clear.
Yeah.
So. And I'm not sure aware of anything happening on that property, but I will let Mr. Goldman know.
Okay,
Thank you.
thank you for your time. Thank you for your brief, concise explanation.
I had practice.
Thanks to the planning commission. Great.
Good evening, everybody.
Thank you, Sam. Much appreciated you coming in.
Too.
Okay, the next thing on the agenda is the Montpelier Senior Center request. No.
Hi.
How you doing?
Hi.
Okay, you have the floor.
Well, thank you
But-
very much. As my cat tries to attack me on my
That's a-
computer.
Cat lovers, that's a positive.
That's good. So my name is Amy Pitton, and I am the director of the Montpelier Senior Activity Center, also known as MSAC. I want to begin by thanking you for your past support of MSAC. We value our members and participants from East Montpelier and hope that we can continue our very successful partnership with you. You have our application, you've seen our application, and so you're probably familiar with the mission and the offerings of MSAC. To briefly recap, the Montpelier Senior Activity Center continues to be a vital resource for older adults in central Vermont, serving approximately 1,700 people each year. In the past year, MSAC has continued to increase available programs, expanded our Feast Senior Meals program, and continued to be a source of healthy aging by addressing the socialization and lifelong learning needs of the wider community. We provide a diverse set of programs designed to keep older adults healthy in their community, which includes dozens of weekly classes in the arts, humanities, and movement. We provide foot care clinics and tax preparation clinics, congregate meals, and numerous free drop-in opportunities for socialization and engagement. We provide more services to a larger number of participants than most other senior centers in the state. And not only do we serve seniors, but our Feast program has also expanded its high school workforce development program to include students from U32 High School. This program is designed to give students real-world experience as they learn to be part of a workforce in a commercial kitchen. Students learn basic work skills like being on time, showing up ready to work, and following the rules of the kitchen, as well as kitchen skills like how to use knives, how to run a commercial dishwasher, and how to follow a recipe. This intergenerational experience has benefits for both the seniors and the students as they develop mentoring relationships, friendships, and support systems. Our services enable older adults to live healthier, more productive lives in their communities. And I would be happy to answer any questions that you have about MSAC.
Any questions? I saw in the material that you provided.
Yeah.
That there's approximately 1,175 of us over 50 years old, times 750. Do you have any rough idea how many East Montpelier residents actually use? I mean, I'm actually a member, I never show up, but do you have any idea roughly how many?
61.
Well, I recounted today our actual members, and we're actually up to 71 people from East Montpelier, 76 up from the 61. We can tell who takes classes and who signs up to be members. When we offer things like workshops that have no registration or the foot clinics, we don't keep track of where people are from, those kinds of things. So there's likely more than 71 people who are impacted by the senior center than are shown on our actual records, just because we don't keep records of those drop-in kinds of things.
Okay.
So.
As a member of the board of the Hunger Mountain Co-op, I can testify that the co-op from time to time makes use of the space at the Senior Activity Center. And
That's
the
good
people who
space.
do that would not be counted amongst the 76 members from
That's
East
true,
Montpelier.
and that's a good space.
That's
It's a
true.
really good space for
Great
that,
meeting
yeah.
space.
So I move, no, there's no motion here, never mind. We're just talking about it.
Right.
But
Okay. I think,
I like the Senior Activity Center, and I think
Yes,
town
no.
people have shown a history of supporting it.
yes, and it's a vital part of our community, and it'll be up to the voters.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you for your time. Appreciate it. And
You're very welcome, and come back and see us in the building sometime.
okay.
I just
All
want
right.
to make you familiar with the process that we're going to sometime in January by a motion adopt the town warning. And so that's why we're not making any motion tonight. But if you aren't getting any real critical questions, then that's a good sign.
Exactly. Okay. Have a good evening.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Treasurer's report.
All right,
Our esteemed treasurer.
so you all got the memo.
Yes.
So still waiting on the audit, like I mentioned to you.
Yeah,
They're really
why
behind.
don't you fill in the
So
select board?
I talked with them today and they're still not done. They're hoping to have the report to Jen and draft by the end of the week for our regular audit. We think we still need a single audit, which is because of the FEMA, which is the extra $7,000 that we already voted on.
Mhm.
They were kind of debating on that, but I think we are getting one. So that's gonna be another, I don't know how long that one will take. That shouldn't affect anything. Though. We can still do the town report and whatever. With the regular audit. Once we have those numbers in the report. So we're hoping, I think they're saying they're really short-staffed and behind this year.
Is there a legal
I don't
time
know. I
constraint
can find out.
that it has to be done by the end of the year, has to be done?
I don't believe there is, because other towns have gone almost a year before getting theirs done.
Really?
Yeah, I've heard. I mean, we've talked about these at the seminars and trainings that I go to, and everybody is, it seems like everybody's waiting on their audit this year. I don't know why. I don't know if it's just a sign of the times. But nothing's wrong.
No,
You know,
I
I've asked them,
understand.
like, is there something with, like, what's the holdup? And they said, we're just really short-staffed.
And you relate to me the time frame compared to last year. You wanted
Last
to-
year, we got our first audited draft in October 15th was the day we got it. So
So
2
we're literally
months.
2 months behind plus, probably the clock ticking.
Mhm. But I've heard, they've told me 3 times now, they're gonna have me, get me the final entries, get me the stuff, and we haven't seen it yet.
And we're
so.
paying the auditor how much total?
22 for the regular audit and then another 7 for the extended. Yeah,
Okay.
Is there any part of the Vermont workforce that isn't short staffed?
I know.
Well,
That's what it
That's the
is.
exact same comment I made to Michelle.
Yeah,
half an hour
I
ago.
know. It's just-
Burger flipping to accountants.
I don't think there's any you can name that's not, whether it's teachers and
Yeah,
substitutes.
yeah,
Just frustrating.
doctors,
Oh, forget it. Um,
lawyers. That's what the Supreme Court says, please.
Is
We
the,
can find out if there's any legal.
yeah.
I mean, I'll look into it.
If this, well, I mean, if there's anything outstanding, or, yeah, I mean, we should certainly be aware of it. Jen should be aware of it, we should be aware of it.
I'm not aware of any
Okay,
statutory
okay,
guidelines,
well then,
but
you don't have to be perfect.
Presumably, if there is, then it's just a matter of saying, hey, we've done our part.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Just wanna let you know that we haven't gotten our audit back.
And I am pushing, I mean,
Yeah.
because it's
I'm sure.
like,
Is there anything you want to highlight on the financial report?
no, the
Other
because I'm
than
still
what's
working on
on the front
October,
page?
November, so we're not even there yet.
Okay,
The budget and the capital budget,
right,
we need to talk about, but the tax collection update, just so you know, we're in really good shape. I had mentioned to you, we get a lot of our monies the first time. So when I did the percentages, 98% of the total first installments amount, we've already gotten, and 15% of the second. As of 12/8,
right,
so that's pretty good,
yeah,
very good for a town.
okay.
So, okay, so capital budget, do we still need to approve the capital budget to go into?
no,
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 I thought we did, okay,
no.
I'm so confused about
The
it.
capital improvement committee approved their budget.
I thought you said they hadn't. though,
No, they
last
did it
meeting.
at their meeting that they had, the last
Okay,
meeting they had,
okay.
and submitted it to the select board.
Okay, all right then, I was confused then, why we,
Okay,
Sorry,
okay, no,
and I wanted them, and I submitted it to the
yeah, and you handed.
select
it out.
board, I handed it out so that they had time to read it. And if they had any questions, instead of saying, here it is, and we're just gonna move forward.
Okay.
So they had it with enough time.
okay,
I'm just looking at last year's annual report, there was nothing, no separate article for capital improvement. Is that built into the regular budget?
It is.
Yeah, okay.
okay,
So the select board is approving it when they submit.
So that's the budget,
Yeah.
exactly, well, which makes sense.
Extension about the deadline. Our fiscal year used to end December 31st. So the external auditors and the internal auditors were always auditing simultaneously, and our book had to go to the printer before we got an audit from the external auditor, so it doesn't affect what we're up to.
Okay,
I mean, it would be nice if our numbers match, and if they make a journal entry that changes something,
right,
we risk that we'll be off, but that would be the explanation, you know?
right, nothing to do with that.
Yeah, do the best we can.
yeah, do the best we can.
They
So-
go back to their head.
Yeah.
It wouldn't matter anyway.
So budget,
Yes,
okay, so we're getting there, we've got a lot of numbers in here. We're still altering a few things, waiting on a few things from VLCT. We've added some new accounts, like we added an account for the fund interest, which is a new
Okay.
income account.
What's the coding? What's the yellow mean?
Just the highlighted yellow,
Yeah,
just that, those are the ones I'm working in. This has helped me
okay,
keep track of what's what.
okay, so even if it says, even if it has something in black in the third column there, like NC,
That means no change.
that means you're still not sure about that?
No, that means it's the same budget amount as prior year.
Okay, so why is it yellow, that piece?
Just, I highlighted all FY 27 just so I can keep track
Uh-huh,
down the whole line. It's just for my benefit, so I know where I'm looking, because there's so many columns,
uh-huh,
it's just for me.
okay,
Yeah, and then the red lines, the red type fonts is changes.
yeah.
And then the blue are stuff I'm still waiting on. So, but yes, we're still working on numbers, still inputting things. Getting closer and closer though. And,
A whole lot of lines.
yeah, so please look that over.
Okay.
And like, tell me what everybody. And we probably should meet.
Hmm?
We probably should meet again like we did last year,
Okay,
you, me and Seth at some point,
okay,
and Jen.
okay. We should meet with the auditor.
For the budget,
No, you said we should meet?
you, me, Seth,
Oh, yeah,
and Jen, to go over the budget stuff like we did
Okay.
last year.
okay, yes.
So,
And what's the time frame ish?
by the end of the year.
Hmm?
By the end of the year,
He's not gonna be in town.
Seth won't be back until.
I will be
Oh,
out, but I can we can meet remotely.
Okay.
I'm
Yeah.
leaving Friday. I'm leaving
Okay.
Sunday. I will not be here next week.
And I don't know when Seth comes back.
Okay, we'll figure it out.
Yeah,
What does GP stand for?
what are you looking at?
Increase per GP, it says.
Guthrie Perry.
Okay.
Okay, that was
Guthrie,
Guthrie.
She uses people's initials for.
yeah. Cause Rosie does her budget, Guthrie does his. We try to stay pretty level unless we know something is definitely changing. Or, you know, there's a
Sure.
reason.
Question? Or comment?
The legislature passed a new requirement for listers that they have to have a VPA within the first year. Starting,
Have that a lot?
VPA is Vermont.
Professional.
Appraisal,
Certification?
professional, yes, certification,
Okay,
and it's 48 hours of training per person over there. So it's 3 times 48 hours. And it's effective, I think it was effective July 30th, but as of January 1st this year, we have to either have gotten some of these credits or be working toward them or whatever. So it's all gonna end up, most of it's gonna end up being an FY 26, 7.
okay.
Well, 6 and 7. So anyway, there's that new expense on top of what the listers normally have. We've been doing training, but they're now requiring that you attend, that they know that you're there, that you sometimes take a test at the end, and then they give you a certificate. You have to collect these certificates because it's going to be a requirement that all the listers have this certification. There's different levels, and so you're required to have the first level, which is BPA 1. And that's 40 hours. And then BPA 2, I don't remember how many hours that is, but some of that training, you know, I've already taken some of the BPA 2 level, but I'm not sure how long it lasts, because I took it maybe in 2022 and so it's 3 years old, and I might have to do it again to renew it, you know, so. Just something to take into consideration when you're doing the.
So you're saying that
It's gonna be more hours.
so the costs are not reflected in this budget,
I don't know what's.
potential?
Well, there's nothing in this budget under listers or auditors for FY 27. I'm just looking at all the staff. Projections for 27 budget are not filled in yet. So I'm just saying, when you are considering it. You have to look at what the history is, but also know that there's this additional expense of 48 hours per lister of training that's now required by law.
This is per year?
I think when you get the certificate, it lasts for 3 years and you've got to renew it, so it's kind of a rolling thing, you know.
Okay.
Could you email Seth and Michelle, and maybe Scott if he wants it, just
Yeah, I can,
so that we have specific information about that?
I'll get more
Certainly
information about it.
Michelle and
If
Seth
it's
right
like
now.
most certifications, it's just a refresher class you have to take.
But whatever, we're talking about we're talking about the budget.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
this is reflecting the budget, not an hour, so.
Yeah.
Let's make sure we're reflecting what the costs are gonna be to the,
Yeah,
I
just-
understand that, but if she's already taken it, my point is she isn't gonna have to take 48 hours.
right. So whatever the true number is, absolutely, Tom, that's my point. Yeah, whatever the realistic numbers are, not 48 hours if you only need 15 hours.
Right.
Yeah,
we need to Got some of the certificates under our belt.
of course.
So I have a question about the garage electricity, and Michelle, I realize that, you know, Guthrie gave you this number and you may not know what's behind it, but maybe somebody else in this room, like Tom, might know what's behind it. Looking back the last few years, it's been between 2,000 and 2,250, and it goes up to 10,250 for next fiscal year. I thought the point was that we were purchasing our electricity in advance by putting the solar panel net metering on the garage. So why is it that our electricity budget is expected to go up?
Because I think of the construction there's a lot of power going on up there right now.
But this starts, July 1st, this fiscal year. So won't
Oh,
the
you're talking
construction be
about.
done?
Talk about the budget.
Yeah,
Good point.
There is a reason for that, but I don't remember what I don't even know now. I don't
That
remember.
I-
There is a reason.
okay.
Okay, so let's
I can
highlight,
find that
let's
out.
highlight that and get an answer.
EV chargers,
Pardon?
EV chargers are added.
Okay.
we only
That
have-
should be,
And then
it should be part of the
We only
construction.
have one truck. Shouldn't be that exorbitant.
Right.
It's gonna be
Yeah, but-
different, like there's no heating.
So there is
But there's more
infrastructure that's going to the building for charging.
Okay,
So the way that we figured it out is they're gonna run the conduit and the wire, but we are not putting any chargers in there, so. But it shouldn't reflect in this budget because that should be part of the construction budget.
Well,
okay.
what he did was
The
he,
question is, right,
removed
So I don't know
the
about
line
this.
Uh-huh,
for $8,000.
right, I see that.
So that's gone and he put it up into the electricity line because of the way the differences in the build. I thought,
Uh-huh,
like there isn't regular oil,
yeah,
and now there's just electricity.
so I thought we'd been selling it to the townspeople as we're paying for our electricity and heating in advance.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Okay, so could some.
Yeah,
Jen,
I can check.
Or
with
somebody
the-
can
let's get
get that from Guthrie, yeah,
let's
thank
get some
you.
answers on that. Okay. Anything else?
Yep, I can do that.
So,
Sure,
I'm just reading this now, and
locational,
I'm looking at the auditors and the listers again. What page?
Okay.
So 2 of 5 on the budget.
okay. Go ahead.
If you're looking at, I mean, I can understand why you want to have the FY 26 actuals when you're looking forward to projecting for 27. And that 1442 on the auditors line should be on the listers line, because I haven't put in any invoices since FY 26 for the auditors yet. So that's gotta be a listers payroll thing that's in the wrong line. So listers should be 1442 higher and the auditors should be 0, as far as I know.
It might not just be you though, Deb.
Pardon?
You're saying that the actuals are wrong in the town auditor's line for $1,442.
I haven't put in an auditors.
I'm not, it might not be you. There's other auditors,
No, they didn't.
but I will look.
That is a lister's payroll thing that posted to the auditor's line.
I will look at the detail.
Okay. Check it out.
Yeah, I will.
Just, I mean, the significance of that has more to do with the listers than the auditors. The auditors never go over budget, the listers always do, and so we're over budget. We're projecting going forward, to be over budget by that much more. This is the wrong line.
Okay, anything else? Highlighted, noted? Carl, you're good, Tom?
I mean, if you see things as you guys are looking at this, just get a hold of
Sure.
me and let me know.
Can't accurately predict a budget for miscellaneous expenses, what's that all about?
I know, it's crazy, isn't it? Crazy talk.
Jen, I think you should write her up for that. Okay,
Okay, thanks for that.
Michelle, thank you, and we'll be in touch with.
All right,
Okay.
all right. Talk to you later.
Very good, safe.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
All right. Keep the horses running.
Not tonight, they won't be, I know.
No, exactly. Exactly. Okay, town meeting prep.
Oh, is it me already?
It is you already.
Okay. You've been provided with a first draft of the warning.
Mhm.
Which includes all of the proposed articles to be voted on ballot.
Mhm.
As separate articles, and the ones they are specifically noted to be voted by Australian ballot. I'm fairly secure and certain in these this year, but I appreciate another set of eyes on these as
Okay.
always. The one article that's in there that I wanted to talk with you about is, we had asked about, you folks, we've mentioned that there is a possibility that there could be a savings in the production of the annual report
Yes.
in future years. And I created a spreadsheet that just shows what the printers feel would be an appropriate suggestion for what the possible cost savings could be. I see that for a sec, I'm sorry, the packet went over there, so I don't have it.
Right, this one right here.
Whereas the cost, yes, the cost per book goes up substantially, but since we're not printing as many, if we could recognize the savings. For purposes of just thinking about how many people actually come to town meeting. And
I'm just gonna look,
it's about, on a good year, it's about 120.
because every one of those people's got a book in their
Right,
hand.
every single one's got a book in their hand,
Yeah.
and that's fine.
Sure.
And I'm not making the suggestion in any way to suppress any kind of voter inquiry. I'm just looking for ways to streamline so that we can maybe save a few bucks.
Sure.
And it does look like even if we had to mail out 250 of them with first class mail, which is how we would need to do it,
Mhm.
we'd still be able to save some money. So the projected savings would be about $4,400.
And you'd have a couple boxes here anyway for people who want to pick them up.
We usually have some here anyway, if people wanna pick them up, I always have them at town meeting. Deb's, there are some that will be automatically sent. You know, we will need to mail separately to the schools. The UVM keeps a copy,
Sure.
some of the other local towns that request a copy. But this is something that needs to be voted on by the town
Okay.
in order to have it happen. So it wouldn't happen this year.
Right.
It would only happen next year if
If it was a
it
group.
was voted on affirmatively. And I put it on as an Australian ballot issue
Uh-huh.
rather than a vote from the floor. I didn't know how you folks felt about that, but I thought if we were sending out a ballot anyway, we'd get more feedback.
Does the statute allow us to do it either way?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh,
And the wording for the actual article is straight from the town attorney. So I don't think we need to have a decision today, but if you want to consider whether you want it to be Australian ballot or.
well, I'm always in favor of, not always, but
Yeah,
an Australian
Or
ballot,
vote.
just because.
Certainly you get a bigger.
Exactly. Well, and-
Like
get better feedback.
feedback. of-
well, and the town, the constituents are informed. They
Right.
they know what's going on, right? There's something on the floor for 125 being sent. How many oh, so you're not mailing them out to everybody, that's why.
Right.
Okay.
And-
So I'll make the argument for doing it on the town floor, just for the sake of doing it. But yeah, I think I support the Australian ballot for this, but
Okay.
the argument for doing it on the town floor is that those are the people who come to town meeting, who I think spend the most time with the town report. And hearing them discuss how they use it, both in paper versus a searchable PDF that they can get from online, would be interesting discussion to inform people about.
The way I feel about that is that's what we have pre-town meeting for.
That 5 people come to.
Yeah, well, I mean, they're more than welcome to be. But I think that something is dramatic change like this needs to go Australian ballot.
Well, it has to.
No,
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it doesn't.
I'm in total agreement.
But I agree.
Yeah.
And if I may move on from this, speaking of the pre-town meeting, also known as the informational forum, we need to determine a date for that. And last year we had it earlier, and the one comment that we got from people was that they didn't have their book in their hand yet.
right.
So I think we had it on the 17th last year. We can have it as far out as 30 days or as close as the night before.
Okay.
As long
It's-
as we don't, let's make sure that we don't conflict with the U32 meeting.
Well, the U32 meeting is the night before,
Right,
or the Washington Central meeting rather.
right.
Okay.
I did call them to find that out. So they are planning to have their meeting the night before at 6 o'clock.
Okay.
And
So,
we have our regularly scheduled meeting at that time.
pardon me?
And we have our regularly scheduled meeting at that.
We do.
All right, why don't we put this as an agenda item for the next meeting, so I'd like to. for set-
Firm up the date.
Yeah, from the date and have set weigh in on this. It's,
Can I ask you a question about Last year, was it already on the website by the time of the information meeting?
It was.
So people did have access to it.
They had access to it, but I remember Peter Hill coming in and saying, I don't have my book in my hand, I just don't feel like I can talk about it.
There you go. Those people are gonna vote against.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah.
How do you think?
But actually, they need to vote against it, because they can still get a book in their hands.
Of
Yeah.
course,
Right.
either requesting it, picking it up. or-
If you like your coverage now, you can keep it.
Exactly. Yes,
If, I wonder how many people ask for the book, when the school does it this way, they send out a postcard, they say, if you want a book, you gotta ask for it, right? Or else we'll
Actually,
send some to
the
the
town
town,
of Berlin does it. They've been doing it for years.
but I mean, how's it working for the school?
The school just drops a few at the town offices and at the schools, that's it. But they have different statutory requirements.
Well, that was also voted on, it was voted on from the floor at one of their school board meetings, the same thing for California. I'm just wondering if they have found, not a lot of people are asking for it, do we have a lot of extras after they?
We do.
Yeah.
We do.
probably hundreds and hundreds.
It will decrease our carbon footprint.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm comfortable. I think some people want to see this voted on at town meeting, at Australian ballot as well, so I'm comfortable just saying right now, let's put it on the ballot, on the warning. For Australian ballot.
That would be my preference, actually.
Okay, do we have a motion?
No, we don't.
No, we don't need.
Okay.
Can I just add one more thing? Speaking of the town attorney, I need to get in touch with the town attorney about another possible article, which I already mentioned to Jen and Rosie, but I haven't gotten to the bottom of yet. A couple years ago, I think there's maybe 2 or 3 now, we voted to extend the tax exemption for the, was it a half an acre trail parking on Route 14 to the Humane Society for the little railroad tracks there.
Right,
Gully Jumpers and East Montpelier Trails owned it, and the taxes were like $60 a year. And so we said we were gonna waive it, we made them exempt, and we voted on it on the understanding that we had to renew that every 5 years.
okay,
There's another part of the statute that covers recreational use, and it wouldn't have to be voted on in 5 years, but regardless. We have a new wrinkle, which is East Montpelier Trails transferred their ownership of their half interest in that parcel to Vermont Cross Vermont Trails Association. So I want to ask the town attorney, do we have to vote on it again, or can we wait until the end of that
Okay.
5-year period because of that transfer? Did we vote to exempt it as long as it's being used for that purpose by nonprofit organizations for trails and we don't care who owns it, or do we have to actually vote because the ownership changed?
okay, all right,
So I'm
well,
gonna find out.
you'll let us know,
Yep.
okay,
Or we could just, I mean, if it's $60 in taxes a year, and people are sure to approve it anyway, and why ask a town attorney at, however many hundreds of dollars an hour
Well,
for an
because-
opinion, because, who's gonna challenge it?
Because there's actually, I think we voted under the wrong part of the statute. We followed instructions that came from PBR, but there's another part of the statute that does not have a 5-year, keep repeating your vote.
Mhm.
As long as it's owned by a nonprofit being used for recreational use and is open to the public,
Mhm.
you can just vote once.
So let's just wait until our 5 years runs out and vote under that statute to renew it for perpetually. And
I just wanna make sure that.
not involve the town
I just
attorney
wanna make
right
sure the
now.
one that we voted on last time, which specifically said Gully Jumpers and East Montpelier Trails, would it still apply if East Montpelier Trails is now Cross Run Trails Association?
I think we should just go ahead and keep it applying it. And if somebody wants to sue us for it, they can, but
or
nobody will.
complain or bring up an
Yeah.
objection,
Yeah,
seriously.
Yeah.
Have you had, any-
Why spend money?
exactly.
have you had any, has anybody brought it to your attention?
No, I mean,
She only knows about
Nobody's-
it because we got a transfer. We
No,
got-
I understand,
nobody's gonna complain about it.
Yeah, so
Well, let's
let's
just-
leave it. No need to bother Jim about that.
yeah,
Okay, so we're going on the record that we're just gonna apologize later if we made a mistake.
well, we're not going on the record, but yes, exactly, well, we can address it then.
We're confident that,
Yes.
that we are, the current situation reflects the will of the voter.
Yeah.
Well, I think we've got to put a note somewhere in our file that next time when we vote on this,
Yes,
we vote on the,
please,
based on the other part of the statute, so we don't have to keep voting every 5
Okay.
years.
yep,
Yeah,
That's great,
I'll
thank you
dig
for
up
finding that.
one if you
You
need.
probably will not have a lot of protests.
Yeah.
Okay. Very good, so we good with everything for you, Rosie?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, great, Jen? Municipal, discuss this. No,
I'm sorry.
don't be sorry.
I think I know the answer to this, but, do we want to vote on whether we want to mail ballots to active, non-challenged Or do you want to wait until Seth gets back for
We
that?
already did that with the school ballots.
We did.
We haven't done it for ours.
Correct.
Um,
And if this,
we know where Seth stands on that.
right,
So how's the motion read?
I didn't present a motion but the motion would read that, to authorize the clerk to mail town annual meeting ballots to all active, non-challenged voters for the year 2026.
Very much in favor of that.
So move.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Second,
Okay, all those in favor of this ballot mailing, see my saying aye? Any opposed? Any abstentions?
I have a question about Article 5. Why does it, after Article 5, why does it begin Article XX?
Oh, because it shouldn't be there.
Okay,
Thank you.
you're welcome.
Thank you, Carl. Okay. Now we can go on to discuss the municipal office.
Okay, as long as we have Deb here, could I just
Sure.
ask one more thing?
Absolutely.
I haven't worked with the PDFs of the annual report lately, so I don't remember how searchable they are, but you put them together in a way that they're completely searchable and
Totally.
OCR or whatever.
I mean, I also spent a lot of time creating an index in the back of this book, so
Right.
you can find anything you're looking for, but if you're looking for a word or something.
Yeah,
That's the easiest way to do it on a PDF.
okay, and the index is clickable, right?
It is OCR.
Oh, no, it's not.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
You have to click on it and take it to the page.
Okay, that's great, thank you.
I'm not even sure if I can do that.
Yeah.
In the program I'm working on, I'm not sure.
Maybe not.
Okay, you good?
Okay, yeah, I'm good, thank you.
Sure, no problem. Discuss the municipal office computer replacement, Jen?
We have 5 outdated computers at the municipal office according to RB Tech. 4 desktops, 3 of the listers desktops, and the municipal.
How many?
For
Yeah. I'll
5
put it.
total.
You want
4
to upgrade
desktop.
All the listers.
Yeah,
Yep,
because they're way old.
so they're over 6 years old. There's 3 lister desktops and then the municipal coordinator's desktop, and then we have the laptop here. So we pulled quotes together, RB Tech came in around just less than 7K. What you're paying for there is the fact that you know you're getting the right equipment and the expertise with the technical person with all of the specs. Best Buy, also the quote that was provided, there's limited specs provided. So doing the best that I could.
Okay.
I quoted Best Buy, with the limited specs and came up with, just over 4K plus the shipping. And then for Amazon, just under 4K plus the shipping. But again, stressing the expertise you get, you can also get the warranties, 3 years and 4 years, from Best Buy and Amazon. And the warranty is also provided by RB Tech. But let's see here.
If I read your memo, the way I understand it, then it says that. RB Tech doesn't provide any additional warranty, they just, are willing to do the service that's covered by the manufacturer.
Correct.
right?
Yep,
Okay.
3 years.
So, I mean, I'm curious about your response, Deborah, to this, how are the listers satisfied with their desktops?
I know that the one over there in the corner is probably the oldest one and it's having a little problem when you're trying to find a file. When you do a search, by a file name,
Uh-huh,
the whole screen goes black. I talked to our architect about it and they can't fix it.
yep,
It's
okay.
probably because of obsolescence or something.
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
Something we have to remember when this happens is there are 2 pieces of software, one on that one and one on that one that are not on the server. They have to reside on the computer. We're licensed for only one computer for that software. It's the sketching software that goes with our camera program.
Mhm.
So that takes a little extra. You might have to get some new software from the people that we bought it from. Because they're
So
gonna-
does it have to be built to higher specs, the computer, than?
No, it's just that they,
The way
I
that
don't know,
they
it
set it
just
up.
transferred over, it's not on the server, it's not like you just hook up a new computer to the server, and software will be on there, you have to actually
Might
take
take
the software
some
and
finesse.
computer.
Right,
resides on the hard drive, not in.
and who would do that, the software
Or-
company?
I'm trying to think how we got it on the first, the last time I updated, I was only updating the software program that was already on there, and I'm not gonna get it on there from scratch, so that's a little bit,
Already
anomaly, you know,
Well,
mentioned to them.
Architect usually transfers,
Okay,
does the transfer from the older one to the newer one, but I know, for instance, I have the same issue with Avenue. I have a special one-person license for my laptop.
And it doesn't reside on the server, it's just.
Right,
Yeah.
and we have to sometimes get Avenue involved with that one, but they're willing to do that work so that we don't have to.
Right.
I have the contact name of the guy at the place that we bought the software, because the last time we updated to Windows 11 or whatever it was, we lost the link to that, and they said that there was a little break in the link and they sent it.
Alright, so RBC is here to assist with whatever. We obviously.
So this is the things I noticed, Architects does include all the shipping,
And
whereas the others.
Okay.
one more thing to note, sorry, is that it could go up 15% variance because this quote from RB Tech was provided in October. So,
Well, I'd like to find it, if it's going up 15% other than this quote, I would like to know about it rather than if we approve this tonight. Rather than just rubber stamp,
Yeah.
15%.
and I gotta say, I like the idea, even if the costs to us are no different. I like the idea of having RB Tech here locally, ready to come in and providing the warranty service. Rather than us having to take this to Best Buy in Williston or wherever that is, or ship it off to Amazon. And on the other hand, I was very unimpressed with the response that we got from RB Tech when you asked about the specifications, where they basically said, oh, these are some computers and here are the overall specs, but I mean, it was no more information than we already had before, I don't think.
Yeah,
It's not a
like,
very
it's
responsive email.
basically like 2 or 3 specs.
Yeah, yeah.
But, and then,
So your job in
So-
finding comparables out there was impossible, basically. They didn't give you enough information.
right, as a non-hardware type person, it's kind of.
Alright, I mean, maybe we'd have a different feeling if they were. Local and in our backyard
Yeah.
and other ones.
They're also business class
Can this-
computers versus the
Can this include a
regular.
little bit
We don't
of
know that. They haven't told us that.
first using-
I know mine is,
Yeah, they haven't told us that for the new one.
My question back to them too is what happens with the old PCs? Do we get to keep them or?
Well, if they're ours,
Yeah.
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 why wouldn't we? Deb had a question?
Can this include some training with our tech when they set it up for the listeners, because there are some aspects of I'm with Apple since 1984, so I sit at a PC and I'm like, I don't even know how to do this, and it's different quick keystrokes for the quick keystrokes and stuff. There's a couple of things that I could do some training on, and I think the other guys are even less computer savvy. So.
Yeah, I
we
mean, I
make
can
sure we're
train,
all up to
if you have
speed. Yeah.
questions, I can train you or the team.
Okay,
Okay.
it doesn't sound like this would be included in the,
No,
in that service, but we'll work with you. I'm sure if you have a question or two. You'll,
Man,
and work through Jen on that.
what would you guys think of going back to RB Tech and saying, hey, we really don't have enough information from you guys to make a decision, but we do have this quote from Best Buy for 4,300 plus shipping, considerably less than your 6,700 plus possibly 15%, but we like the idea of working with you guys locally. If you can get it to us for 5,500, or more than $1,000 above the quote from Best Buy, without the shipping, then we'll go with you.
Is this a decision that we need to make tonight? Can this be delayed at all?
it could be delayed.
Run this by Seth.
Yeah.
I think it's a legitimate. What Carl's bringing up, but I don't know whether we want to start negotiating and.
Yeah,
Going back and forth.
and actually, having said that, I realize I violated the rule that I suggested, that we go into executive session
Yeah.
and talk about the
Okay.
contract.
Alright, well, let's, you have a comment, Tom?
I'll refrain till we.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, we're postponing this, so we're not gonna go into it. Okay, thank you.
Yep.
We're looking after the taxpayers' money, and we all know what It's, computers are a commodity. And they rarely break unless you drop them. Seriously. They become outdated and outmoded.
Yeah.
But, very, very secure mission. Okay. Did you have any, did you just hear observing or?
Sort of. I wasn't sure. So I'm up for consideration for the spot on the planning commission. And they voted at their last meeting to recommend me. And I wasn't sure. I didn't see it on the agenda for tonight, but I wasn't sure if you were planning on voting on that tonight.
I,
Didn't see that email yet.
yeah, I
Oh, okay.
don't either, I don't,
I haven't seen it either.
is there?
All right then.
Sorry. You got to see a lot of the select board.
Yeah, we usually like to just get it formally ahead of time.
Yeah.
And I hate wasting your time.
Yeah, no, not a problem.
Okay, and
It's
thank
always,
you for stepping up to the
it's
plate.
always informative to come to select board.
Yes,
meetings, but-
yeah. Absolutely. Not a lot of drama tonight, I apologize.
That's okay.
But yeah, why don't you submit something and the first, it would be the first, I think January 5th. January 5th is our next meeting.
Okay,
But
so have them send an email or
Or have Ben send an email.
have Ben send an email? Okay,
requesting your nomination,
all right. Will do.
and then we would formally, rather than just do it on.
Oh, yeah.
We should all see that. Okay, we have some warrants,
We have those additions to the agenda.
oh yes, we have 3 additions to the agenda, we have a conflict with the, I guess, the second meeting in January, the MLK.
And this is something that comes up a lot because we have our meetings on Mondays and there are a lot of holidays on Mondays. And most of the time, we just go ahead and have our meetings, but, you know, I would like to hear what staff have to say about it, because, at least for the ones who are asked to come to our meeting, probably Michelle will be asked to come to our meeting. And to
Yeah,
you
that
two.
meeting would be the second of the month of January, which will be the one where you authorize, you know, you review and approve your final draft and your final budget, final budget and final warning. My preference is not to wait until the 26th because that is the deadline for candidates and we need to have data into the ballot printers
Okay,
as soon as possible. However, you know, I also appreciate having a day off and having it be a whole day off.
Okay.
That's my feedback.
Yeah,
If there was-
flexible.
Okay.
If I need to come in, I need to come in. I think I did last year too.
Make it conflicts every year.
I'm probably not gonna be able to make the 26th. I'll be online for the 5th and the 19th, I mean, you can obviously just chime in remotely if you don't want to physically be here. Okay,
Like I said, I don't mind coming in. If
Okay.
I need to come in and I would,
select board members,
It's also nice to have the 26th in our back pocket in case
just
we
in case.
discover on the 19th that we need to
Others
figure
have
out something
email
else.
them.
okay, so let's leave, is that okay with you, Jen? So let's leave the schedule as is on the 5th and the 19th. With the idea, as Carl mentioned, for the 26th. The canceled meeting for the fire department.
I'm so glad we weren't asked to go out on the roads that night.
Yeah.
Heartily sick of driving.
My meeting at the same time was all virtual, so.
Yeah.
After 5 o'clock, it was fine.
Yeah,
I'm the only one that stayed that late. I waited until 10 after. And
lots of me, yeah,
really wasn't bad at all, but
yeah, but anyway,
I do.
is there a new potential date or?
There are 2 of them in the memo,
Oh,
and I already
The
indicated,
18th or the 22nd.
yeah, I already indicated that
Either one is fine.
I have no time this year for an additional meeting.
Either one.
what were the 2 dates?
Thursday and Monday, so the 18th and the 22nd. And Seth is fine with both, Tom is fine with both. I'm fine with both,
Oh, that's this month?
yeah.
Pick a date, I mean,
Okay.
do you have a preference, Jen, Tom? Is it up to us, or we're just recommending
Well,
And they also have
Callis is
to-
involved as well.
Yeah, Callis emailed,
Callis and the fire department.
yeah,
Well,
so I'll just email the
What is your preference?
EMSD
Do you have a
president
preference?
back, either one.
Either one is fine.
Okay. Great.
Okay.
And then I see we have a donation request.
Mhm.
We've discussed this sort of thing in the past,
Yeah.
and decided that it's not.
Yeah.
Use of taxpayers money that we want to do.
For any, as much as we respect and agree. Worthwhile cause. Did you have a comment?
Yeah, I think, so was it the Montpelier VFW that we donate to put the flags on the cemetery graves? We have in the past done a donation for flags.
Outside of the normal town meeting.
Right.
Corporation project.
And
I wasn't aware of
I
that.
think it's been through the cemetery committee line,
Okay,
so,
so that's part of our regular,
right.
yeah.
And I guess I need to do some more research. then,
Okay.
Whether it's the local VFW or whether it's this group here. I'm sorry.
Okay. That sounds acceptable.
Okay.
Reasonable. Those were the warrants. Oh, did I sign?
Yep.
It says Seth, please sign, but was I not supposed to sign this one?
You're the one who signs and says that's it, right?
Who's
Yeah.
that?
I'm the one.
Okay, we both signed these.
Huh?
Sorry?
So if there's one for Seth to sign, I can sign.
Oh, yeah, if it's a payroll one, Tom has to sign off on that in Seth's absence.
Oh, I don't know. Okay. All right,
That's the one we both signed.
okay, okay.
So it's signed.
It. Is there any?
Is there a regular one here for the regular?
Difference? That's what.
Oh, that's what Carl's got, okay.
Anything else? Do you have anything else, Jen, Rosie?
We're on schedule to have a party.
Oh, yes, of course.
DA report.
Oh, I'm sorry, yes, of course,
Items.
yes. Of course, I
So,
apologize.
we were awarded 100K for the CBDG grant for the affordable housing flood recovery for North Montpelier.
That's.
We were also awarded the MPG municipal planning grant, for the 29,500. And, this is for creating a master plan for the historic village of North Montpelier as well. We have two potential candidates invited
So
to the.
before you do that, I just wanna say, we had some discussion about these applications in the past. And I wanna give kudos to the people who, including you, who put them together.
Yes. It's huge, thank you.
For recruitment, we have several positions opened, which are also posted on our webpage. So we have two potential candidates, for the January 5th select board meeting to meet them for the select board. Also, we're actively recruiting on Front Porch Forum for the positions. We had a speeding change request, that was submitted and that was approved on December 10th. And this is, near on Route 14 North. We have the volunteer.
Celebration when.
Did receive a thank you from the
No.
person that requested it.
Okay.
For the we have a volunteer and employee annual appreciation party, this Wednesday, 6 PM to 8 PM. The invite is on our website. That's December 17th. We submitted and issued an RFP for the ash tree removal. That's going in the paper as well as being mailed to vendors. To remove 100 roadside trees, mostly white ash. And that deadline is February 2nd. We updated our VLCT insurance renewals, things like, taking the Hudson House off of our asset list, things like that, and updating the equipment list. This week, we incurred a website lag, so the webmaster was notified and working on that, and that update should happen today. And, there shouldn't be any lag moving forward. The electric truck, we ordered magnetic town signs, for the side of the truck, and we should receive the truck shortly.
Is that what we have on our other trucks? It's
Yes.
magnetic signs, not stenciled on?
Yeah,
Okay, so if he wants, he can take that off and slap on Guthrie's roadside repair for weekend work.
The rec board has asked to issue a new RFP because our lawn maintenance contract for the rec fields is going to expire. And that's it.
That's right, the town party is Wednesday.
Mhm.
Okay. That was what you said.
Okay. I move to adjourn.
Second.
Motion to adjourn, all those in favor? Somebody else saying aye.
Aye.